The process begins with the idea on a small piece of paper. And once you get your design set up, you can start figuring out how you're going to produce that onto a large scale. And once you get the idea down, you got your map, and it's just nose to the grindstone, just one paintbrush at a time.
This building on H Street is on a neglected block of downtown, which is too bad because it's, a direct path to the ballpark. It's going to be visible from high-speed rail someday. Our building was actually built in 1928 as a public swimming pool, and it was the longest operational public pool in Fresno until the tank was pulled out in 1947. So we can't help feeling like this used to be a more vibrant neighborhood, and we sort of wanted to bring that back.
I came into Ideaworks and I was looking around and seeing what they do here, and there's just such a diverse amount of activities that go on here. And I wanted to kind of represent at least the three major factors that I saw going on, which was the metalworking, the woodworking, and the ceramics.
What made Mike stand out was, the boldness and just the relativeness to what Ideaworks does in this building. And so, there's a lot of hands-on, there's machine, there's an arc weld there. And essentially, I think it really resonated with Ideaworks people because that's kind of what they do. But the geometric design and just the colors really kind of stood out as something very interesting to look at, even from afar. So, we wanted to see the train to be like, oh wow, that is something bold and beautiful.
I grew up reading comic books. I love graphic. I love impactful, high contrast. So I tried to do something large, representational of what was going on here.
Fresno Ideaworks has been an official art hop venue for many years. But because of our address, we don't get a lot of walk-in traffic. So we're also hoping that this mural will encourage people to park their cars and walk around a little more, come to our side of the street to look at our mural.
It was actually Ideaworks that sent a request for proposal through the Measure P funds. And the request was for a mural on their existing building. And after they were actually awarded, they reached out to Creative Fresno as a partner, knowing that we had like a long-standing history with murals in the downtown area.
When I moved to Fresno 20 years ago, although I knew it was one of the largest cities in California, it took me a while to figure it out. It's a very unique and different sort of town. There is not any lack of public art in Fresno, but it's underappreciated. And I think by creating more art and engaging more arts organizations in the support of individual artists and promoting public art and promoting art events is a wonderful way to help encourage people to visit the city, to appreciate the city, to understand that it's a real city with a diversity of people whose experiences and backgrounds and interests and talents and skills are just as interesting as any other city.
I think it's amazing what Measure P has been able to accomplish, and just seeing how this first round of works being brought to life and just amount of art and people actually being, compensated for their art. I think it really does show the continued ingenuity, or just kind of that Fresno is continually always trying to learn, do more, and it's just an industrious, city, and that the people in it are always willing to learn. Ideaworks is such a place for people to come and share ideas and learn more.
Yeah, we just want to be part of making downtown a more fun and friendly environment for people from all Fresno neighborhoods.
I've lived in a lot of different places. I've lived in San Francisco, I've lived, Canada, and I've never found caliber of people here that are doing badass stuff. Sorry if I can say that, but just super cool stuff. And I just want to be part of that. I want to have more art for Fresno. Like I said, I think finding your own style, your own voice in art is the most important thing you can get. And I was very honored that Ideaworks liked my style and wanted me to do that. And I think there's room for everybody's voice and everybody's style to be shown. And I just want to contribute to that.